My name is Rob Blevins, and I'm the Executive Director of the Discovery Center in Springfield, Missouri.
I'm Heather Bourgeois, and I am CEO of Louisiana Key Academy.
I'm Jeff IMRICH, co-founder of Rock by Rock.
My name is Taylor Shedd. I'm the founder and CEO of Stimuli Education.
My name is Christopher Simmons, and I serve as the principal of Care Elementary School.
What you're gonna see today is my life's work.
Listen, quality education is our goal, and we deliver.
It's a place where kids get to love learning again, parents get to relax knowing that their kids are learning, and teachers get to teach.
LKA changes the lives of dyslexic children, no matter where they live.
Students in Title I schools spend, on average, 500 hours a year in low-impact instruction.
We need this $1 million from the S.T.O.P award so we can open a quality preschool so our students don't start from behind before they even begin.
Our new app will open the book on state learning standards and create an opportunity for parents to follow along firsthand with something as easy to read as a summary page on an investment report.
It is a game changer because we teach dyslexic children to read and we give them their self-esteem.
We're building a Netflix of project-based learning, an on-demand, affordable library of projects for kids and educators in any setting.
What we built is an educational metaverse where students can socialize, they can have fun, and they can go to school and learn.
All right. That was inspiring. Hey, everybody, my name is Randall Lane. I'm the editor and the chief content officer at Forbes. And I get to say something I don't get to say every day, which is somebody's about to get a grant for $1 million. So welcome everybody to Forbes on 5th. Welcome, we're live casting this around the world. If everyone can actually get on the sides, we want to make sure everyone at home and at their offices gets a good view. But this is an exciting night. A couple of people asked me already tonight, tell us how Forbes got involved with the S.T.O.P Awards. And it's pretty simple. We work with philanthropy a lot. We work with education a lot. We see the Nobel Prizes come out every year. We see the Pulitzer Prizes. We see the MacArthur Genius Grants. We see the Pritzker Prize for Architecture. But the one field that drives all of them, that drives everything, education, there is no definitive prize. And the prize, of course, is more than just the money. It's about spurring ideas. It's about spurring innovation. And so what this prize has done, what the S.T.O.P Award has done, is filled that vacuum, and we are very, very proud to be part of it. So thank you all for being part of it yourselves. Thank you all for coming here. And most of all, thank you to our finalists who are here. And without further ado, we'd like to bring them out. The Mighty Five. These are some good-looking educators here. What do you think? Now, first of all, how are you feeling? Nervous? Okay. So a little bit. We'll make this the easy part, and then it's going to get a little more nerve-wracking. But first, maybe we could go. We got to see what you guys were all doing, but maybe you could introduce yourselves not through repeating kind of what you do, but maybe your founding story. Maybe we can go from left to right. Your founding story, how your, maybe in a minute or so, how your organization came to be.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jeff IMRICH, co-founder of Rock by Rock. My co-founder, Sung A, is over there. We've actually worked together 4 times over the last 20 years in education, and our founding story spans sort of that 20 years. But basically, we've been working with communities to develop real-world project-based learning experiences that light kids' motivation for learning on fire. And we have found that those types of experiences are really difficult to scale, in part because of access to resources and teacher time. And so our goal is to really build out a library that empowers kids and educators in any setting to have access to those types of experiences. So we're really excited to be here. Thanks.
I'm Heather Bourgeois, and I run Louisiana Key Academy. Our school was started by 2 parents, Laura Cassidy and our board chair, and Suzanne Petty, who have dyslexic children. And they could not find a science-based education for their children with dyslexia. And so they thought, if we can't find the resources here in Baton Rouge for our children, what do other families do in our area? And so they set out to truly understand what is dyslexia, what is the science of dyslexia, and they worked with Sally and Bennett Shawitzes from the Yale Center for Dyslexia and Creativity and made a model for what it looks like to train teachers to teach dyslexic children, run a school based on public funds, and be a model for educating children with dyslexia.
My name is Rob BLEVINS, and I run the Discovery Center in Springfield, Missouri. It's existed for over 20 years, and when COVID hit, we were working with the Springfield Greene County Health Department. They needed a place for kids to go when the schools closed down. And so we transitioned our 60,000 square foot science center into emergency licensed childcare for the healthcare workers and first responders kids so that they had a place to go so their parents could go to work. We did that in just 5 days. And after that, we continued to do things for the kids. We opened a learning support care program where we took an old hotel building and turned it into licensed childcare for virtual students on their off days on the blended learning models. Then we started a school. When I first started the first day of work, I went around and I started talking to all the different directors, and one of those directors is here, Jackie Douglas. She wanted to start a school. And it didn't make sense at the time, but then it made total sense after COVID. And so we've launched a school called the Discovery School. And now we have a preschool, and we do tutoring for low-income students that aren't meeting their expectations. So shout out to all the Discovery School kids in the classroom, or in the room here tonight, too.
Hi, everyone. My name is Taylor Shedd. I am a proud board member of the Dallas Education Foundation and the CEO of Stimuli Education. So DEF, as I'll call it, was started because we really wanted to be able to move at a much faster pace than our public school systems can move. And so we came together and said, what if we take all these business leaders, innovators like myself, folks that had great networks, and we came together to support students and where learning was going for the next generation. So that's how the Dallas Education Foundation was started. But as far as our work, we really think of ourselves as the voice of the next generation. We want to use video games to capture the hearts and minds of students in their learning and to empower them in their future. So we started a school called the Dallas Hybrid School that opened this year that's serving 4th through 6th grade students. And these students are already outperforming their peers by 10 plus points in math, reading, and science. And really, when you look at the bigger model of what we're doing, is we want to use Dallas ISD, which has 150,000 students, in order to pioneer and change the world of education. Because we said there's so many different diverse populations, there's so many different school systems, all within Dallas ISD. If we can do it here, then we know that we have a great platform that we can take to any school anywhere. And as you all read on the quote, whether that's a school of 1 or of 1 million. So that's our dream of the Dallas Education Foundation.
Hello, welcome. Greetings from Miami, Florida. My name is Christopher Simmons. I serve as the principal of CARE Elementary School, which stands for the Christian Academy for Reaching Excellence. Our program got started with our amazing visionary leader, Miss Marty Steinberger. She's the president of our school. Clap your hands for Miss Marty. And wanting to end generational poverty one student at a time with the gift of quality education and literacy for all students. So we opened in 2015. That was in our inaugural year. And we've been transforming students' lives through high technology, high emphasis on literacy. We give free after school, free transportation home, free lunch, breakfast, and snack, all utensils and supplies provided. And our school is really seen a lot of support from the Miami community. Really has stepped up to help our kids. And when we started, 11% were reading at or above grade level. But praise God, 2021, 72% are now considered proficient readers. And that's just the testimony to passionate teachers and dedicated individuals that come together for a great cause.
How about a hand for all our finalists? Again, I was privy to the funnel, literally hundreds and hundreds of applications, then down to semifinalists, 20 or so, and then for you guys to make it all the way. You're all incredible winners, and we could see why here. Amazing, 5 amazing stories. Listen, we've gone through over the last year and a half, 2 years. I mean, obviously, COVID, it's been a curse, but there's also a silver lining. It has created, it's accelerated trends that maybe needed to be accelerated. It's created a change that's allowed for solutions. I would love to hear from anybody who wants to talk about it, all of you or some of you, how the last 18 months has potentially accelerated some of your solutions. Anybody wants to jump in?
Yeah, so we weren't planning on opening a school. That's what we said. CDC had recommended stable groups of 10. That's what we were doing. And we really discovered that by giving kids learning through what they were interested in, that we could accelerate their learning if we gave them what they were ready to learn when they were ready to learn it. So that individualized instruction, where we put these cohorts together in K through 3 or 4th through 6th grade, and so you had these different bands all learning together and all learning to function in this new COVID world together and becoming like little families. No more bullying. That was one of the brilliant things about this, is that kids don't have to be scared to go to school again. We saw depression disappear, all these other really great benefits. One family told us, thank you for giving us our kid back, because at night they weren't just focusing on homework and arguing over it anymore. They got to just be a family again. And it's really, it's been transformational for the families we're serving. And opening up those learning standards, I think, is important too, so that families know what their kids are learning. I think that's something that's very clear, that parents want to know what their kids are doing in school now. And so that's really the key of what we're doing.
Yeah, so as far as how the pandemic accelerated education, I've been in the business of educational technology for the last 12 years, and I will tell you, this is the only time school districts has opened their door and said, what do you have? I need it. And not only that, if you think about the process that happened when we all went online and learned all the many things, like students don't put themselves on mute, like parents are in the background eating and watching TV while they're in class, you realize that new solutions need to be born. And again, as far as the acceleration, I think what the school district really learned is an innovative mindset, because a lot of us entrepreneurs know that you want to fail fast and early and keep iterating. And I think our school districts were empowered to learn, like, hey, not only did we do this, we just fixed these couple things and we can do it better, and then we can do it better. So, we're really proud of the innovative work of Dallas ISD under all of their innovative leaders, because we've created an educational metaverse, and we did it well before Facebook ever decided to change their name to Meta. And that's something to be really proud of, that you can, number one, raise money fast enough to distribute it. And then number two, you have a partner already sitting there ready to work with you that knows everyone in your school district. So anytime you need to talk to somebody, you can get them on the phone as a subject matter expert and make sure you're developing a metaverse that's safe and meeting the needs of the people in the actual school district. So the pandemic absolutely accelerated, and the biggest ships, the slowest turning ships, the pandemic completely transformed.
For us, we're grateful for technology big time. Obviously, getting the kids on iPads and desktops, being able to navigate Zoom, that's something that they wouldn't otherwise have probably been able to do. But we also saw the need for just getting our school back open, but also using some of the things that we used during the pandemic to use as a hybrid, so that the students can be able to pivot. The ability to pivot is what's most important. To be able to know that no matter what, you have a device, you have the internet at home, and you're now capable of doing things. And these parents wanted these kids back in the building. Trust me, they did, because it was very hard for parents as well. But we did see the need for in-person learning, but we didn't want to lose some of the things that we saw was successful as well. For example, Schoology, that's an online platform for submitting assignments, for entering grades, lesson plans. So we were like, why ever pivot back to the old book when we can continue to use this and have it as a way where students can obviously still be successful no matter where they are in the world, as long as there's an internet connection. So I do feel that the pandemic allowed us to be a little bit more open-minded to the way things used to be and the way things could be, but we still truly, firmly believe that nothing replaces the power of a teacher in front of you delivering quality education.
Now I'm being told we're about to find out who won. Before we do that, I'd like to go one more time around and ask you each quickly, if you win the $1 million, what are you going to do with it?
So if we win the $1 million at Rock by Rock, we are going to use that to increase the number of partnerships that we have with home educators, teachers, and public, private, charter, Catholic schools, micro schools, pods, to really work together to develop this library of learning experiences that really empower kids to have authentic choice over what they're learning. We are excited to find out who's going to win.
We will be using the money to further replicate our model and build up to 7 schools in Louisiana so that children with dyslexia in Louisiana, no matter their background, no matter how much money their parents make, can have an evidence-based education where they learn to read and learn to value all of their strengths and get their self-esteem back.
Well, the kids had their own ideas when they found out what we were up for, but what we're planning on doing with it is we're going to develop an app that will open the books on state learning standards. We're going to start with perfecting it in our school system and then offer it to other schools, but it'll allow parents to quickly see currently where their kids are at with the state learning standards and actually even click on it or tap it. I guess that'd be the correct terminology to use these days. I'm old. Tap on it and then see what new state learning standards they have learned and further dive down and see what assessments were used to determine that, and really just get to see what your kids are learning, or maybe they already know it and then you can recommend for it to be done. So like, hey, my kid does know this. Let me show proof that they know this and further accelerate them. What that will help with is we won't have to wait until grade cards come out to know that that the kid's in trouble. And you won't have to wait until the end of the year to realize that your kid topped out on math halfway through the semester and they should be moving on. We're also we went pre-K through 8th grade this last year with our school, and we're going to also try to expand and go into the high school market soon too. And so that money would make that possible as well.
The Dallas Education Foundation is very passionate about digital equity. And so we want to bring all learners everywhere, all classrooms and teachers everywhere into the future together. In order to do that, we need to develop our application on Chrome OS and mobile because that's where it'll be most widely available. So we will develop our app on Chrome OS and mobile and enter some artificial intelligence technologies into our application. So not only are students having fun picking out their avatar, learning, but our system is recommending content to them where we can get to a point where you have personalized learning for everyone.
They say that a child learns at his or her most during the ages of 0 to 5 years old. That's when they can receive the most. So that's exactly what we're going to do with this $1 million. We're going to open a preschool for 3 and 4-year-olds so that they don't have to start from behind. And it's not fair, but the reality is that their economic situation doesn't allow them the resources that most affluent families would have. So being able to open a preschool and providing them with the tools and the resources to achieve academic success is our hope and our dream, and we're going to do this by the grace of God.
These are 5 worthy finalists. We're going to find out who wins right now. Each of you brought a co-founder, I believe, so maybe we'll bring the co-founders up. And while they come up, I want to thank the Center for Education Reform, who've been great partners in this. So thank you, guys. Thank you. And also thanks. We're also going to bring up Janine and Jeff Yaz, who are really the driving forces behind this. These are the guys who made this happen, who made the S.T.O.P award happen.
Hey.
Again, I get to watch philanthropists all year. Come on in. But I get to watch philanthropists all year who are looking for ideas and looking for ideas at scale. What the Yases have done here is something that really scales. It's more than just a prize. It's creating community. It's creating ideas. It's creating networks that are really going to create change. So with that, I turn the floor over to Janine.
Thank you, Randall. And it's so great to see so many familiar faces here from Dallas. I'm just shocked and overwhelmed that I think you all feel like you were all freshmen in college together for those couple days, and hopefully those bonds will live on. So I was thinking about, on the way here with Jeff, that partnering with Forbes and having the CER manage this philanthropy for us is really the smartest thing that we've done in the last 25 years, especially in the space of education. Except for the fact that it has been the most difficult decision to make. Who's going to win this prize? So it really, we have wrestled with that, and I guess that's a good thing, that when we announced the prize in September, never did I think we would have the quantity of applications and the quality of the applications that came through. They just blew our minds. So in Dallas, when I got to meet everybody and hear your stories, we decided to extend the grand prize to also having 4 semifinalist prizes. And you heard from everyone here tonight. Couldn't be prouder to support all of them. And Jeff will be announcing the grand prize winner. And then afterwards, stay tuned, because after that, those who exemplify the sustainable, transformational, outstanding, and permissionless elements of the award will be getting their awards too. So thanks for all being here. And is there a drum in the house for a drum roll?
Thank you, everybody. It's a real honor to be here. As Janine said, this is the most productive thing we've ever done. I've wasted a lot of money in philanthropy. It generally goes down the drain. It's along the lines of government spending for the most part. But this is different. This is rewarding innovators. This is rewarding people who really have great ideas and who are able to scale it up and really make a difference. So we're thrilled you can all be here tonight, and we're thrilled to be a part of what we hope is a revolution in education, where the children come first, not the teachers union. So it's my honor to help in that cause. And this is the winner. Okay, this is the winner. I get to announce it. The winner is La La Land. No, just kidding. You know what I'm going to do? To actually announce the winner, I'm going to write it down in the check. Okay?
Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations. Congratulations.
The Discovery Center of Springfield, Missouri is the grand prize winner of the S.T.O.P Award 2021. Okay, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Okay, Jeff. We have to give Jeff back his microphone. Congratulations, Discovery Center of Springfield. So, as Janine Yas said, there's so excitement in this room. As Janine Yas said, it was so difficult to make a decision. In 30 years of working in education improvement, education opportunity, education innovation, Janine and I have never seen such extraordinary people and such winners, and we wish it could be everyone. But as you know, Janine and Jeff were so incredibly generous and said, we need to help the other 4 finalists kick off their efforts. And so, we are going to help you each learn what it means to be sustainable, transformational, outstanding, and permissionless. Jeff.
Thank you, Jeannie. The winner of the Sustainable Award is the,
I'm going to hold it for you.
okay, Louisiana Key Academy. The winner of the Transformational Award is the Dallas Education Foundation.
Carol Merrill, I'm not.
The winner of the Outstanding Award is CARE Elementary School. And you can figure out who the winner of the Permissionless Award is. And that is Rock by Rock. Okay.
Congratulations, everyone.
Well, I hope we can do this more often. I hope the idea spreads. I hope entrepreneurs around the country find out about us, apply for the awards, and know that if they come up with a really great idea, they will be supported. So fortune favors the brave, and I hope we prove that here tonight. Thank you all again.
So congratulations.